moving on to our next game. It's called Two Truths and One Lie. So to understand a little bit more about your journey with Kokos Natural, we want to play this game. So whether it's a challenge or your biggest achievement, the idea is that you give us three statements, from which two explains the actual big moment, and one is the false statement, and then we have to guess which one is the lie.
Okay. Can it be anything personal?
Yeah. Personal, company, whatever. Up to you.
Okay. The first statement is I don't have a gray area. I'm either black or white. Second is I read 10 books a month, at least. And third is I haven't taken a single day of leave in a year. Working from home counts as working.
Yeah.
Or working on a vacation counts as working.
Yeah. It's
I
funny
can't
like
give that away, but okay.
Interesting.
No, but it's funny you said that. You'll realize why later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the lie is that you read 10 books, given that you're more of a podcast person.
Okay, wait, let me guess. I feel like there she added the at least after. So like she was estimating the correct
It
one and
might
then
be,
said
yeah.
at least. I want to say the third one because I feel like it's maybe been like
Few more
6
years.
years. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the third one.
Okay, no, the second one is the lie. Yeah, it is a big lie. I don't read. And, I know it's very against a lot of people.
I'm the exact same.
But even before podcasts have ever been in the picture, I have never read books because for me, I love to. I don't know. I think it's my quirk, or I don't know, whatever you call it. I love to read like papers that are published. I like to read.
Wow.
And like articles because I don't have the patience. Papers are interesting because there's a lot of research there, and I love to read all that. Kind of a nerd. I was going to put that in. I think True Truth and a Lie that I'm a nerd, but I am also a little bit of a nerd because I think. So I like to read articles or like focus things on one thing, like something short and sweet, and I read about it, I understand or whatever, and it's interesting. Oh, nice! It could be a cookbook.
Yeah.
And it could be one recipe, but it's just that. I'm not going to sit and read an entire book at all. I don't think I have the patience for it. And it goes very against a few people.
I get exactly
I don't
what
think
you
many
mean.
people
In fact, we had the idea to do like a book review, like a business founder-led book review on the podcast.
Right.
I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to read a book.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's like it's a task. I'm like, that is like a lot of prep.
God, I wouldn't do that. And I would not do this on this episode as well. I would be like, please no, I don't have a single book I can recommend.
Yeah, I got through school on Cliff's Notes and like summarized these things and stuff.
I never read that much during school and stuff like that. And then in between, like I had a phase where I was reading quite a bit. Now it's still like up and down, like here and there. But the switch I made was I stopped focusing on just non-fiction books. I can't do that anymore. I never got the point of reading fiction ever in my life before. And then I started and I was like, okay, you know what? It's a distraction. And like instead of a TV show, I was like, okay, fine, I can read a book.
Oh, yeah.
But I would like, because just non-fiction gets too dry and too much of like information where you're just like, okay, I'm not going to read anymore.
Yeah,
so
you can ask me recommendations on TV shows. Like that's
I can. So my friend and I have this idea.
That's a review I can get on board with.
That's the so friend and I, like we were talking about podcasts and stuff like when this was starting, and we spent hours on call discussing TV shows.
Oh yeah, see.
TV shows and like some books here and there. And we're like, okay, we need to start a podcast where we just talk about TV shows. And promise you that'll do
third host.
Done.
No, but that's that. I think when in school we used to have a reading period, I think that was a thing, and we had this amazing library. It was amazing. I come from a really nice school, so I had a very good library and things like that. And I think till 5th grade I was reading Noddy. I couldn't go wrong. And I think ended lighting or something. I couldn't go further than that. So that's me. But yeah.
No, wait, what was the first thing you said?
That I'm very black and white. I'm not.
So you are very black and white.
Very black and white.
Is it? Yeah, it's yes, no, there's no.
It's not good. It's not good. I'm either all in or all out. it's a struggle for me to find a balance.
No, but I
Even
think
when
that
I'm
is
working
good in
on-
decision making. Like it's either
Yeah,
a yes or no.
I'm very fast in this.
That's
You know, the
good.
reason why, like, the first thought that came to my mind when you said that was, I was just thinking, right, like, if you're, because as we were discussing earlier, the gray area of what's healthy, I'm like, if you're not black and white, like, you would have to be to decide that, hey, this is healthy, this
Yeah.
is this is healthy, this
Yeah,
isn't. So I was like, that's probably true.
It
Yeah,
is.
even I didn't question that much. It's also a very like unique thing to say, like as a lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a bit too unique to say as a lie, but yeah.
But yeah, no, that's good in terms of like decision making. You're never like fickle minded, or you're never
Yeah.
like.
But it doesn't
maybe
work.
it's
I
the-
think when it comes to
Conflict.
no, I mean there also I'm pretty much like this is right and this is wrong.
wrong,
Right on
yeah,
board.
yeah.
Like it's really fast for me. I think I make decisions really fast, but that's a good thing. But the bad thing is I think when I work also, if I'm all in and if I'm working and now like I told you I'm doing this new company when I'm going into a finished product and things like that. I think I work like 18 hours a day on days. I mean, it's too much, and I want to find a balance there. You know, that's what I struggle with. Even as a founder, I think that is something that you really need to understand the balance. That you know to because when you're working for someone else, when you come home, you're switched off most likely,
Yeah.
right? Like you have the option to. But usually, when you're a founder, it's just in your head
Yeah.
at all times. So you never really stop working, to be honest. And I think that is where you really need to find a balance.
You know, I get business ideas in my dreams.
Oh,
like
yeah,
ideas for the
wow.
business in my
But
dreams.
I write it down. I write them down immediately because
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna forget.
I
have it
wake
in
up in the
entire
middle of the
list.
night and I text it to someone. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, in the morning I have it
It's
somewhere.
there, yeah. Even me too. I mean, middle of the night, my sometimes like there'll be a flash of light in the room. That's because like I'm on my phone and I'm like literally in that sleep. I'm writing at least one word to remind me of what that was in the morning.
I think I've dreamt of like an entire business like working on like from scratch to like the
Wow.
end. But it's not happening in real life. It's only happening in my
Because it's
dreams.
easier in the dream. It's just
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
It's like, okay, whatever I wanted to win. No, there's nothing in the dreams. It's all done. There's no restriction.
I literally like every single time, even if I'm walking somewhere, I'll be like, this can also be a business that I can do. Okay, that can be literally it starts
Yeah.
from this mug. Like, okay, if I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, now I can start designing these kind of travel mugs, then that can be a business or something. Everything. So
So funny enough, I just so Stephen Bartlett has this podcast and we've spoken about it before, called Diary of a CEO, and now he has like another channel that's called Behind the Diary or something like that, like basically
Yeah, Behind the Diary.
BTS of the entire show and his
Yeah.
life. And he released another episode recently, and I was like watching that, and he was like his first investor. When he was talking to him, Stephen went and said that, oh, like I have a new idea and things like that. And the first thing the investor said that, like, you need to focus.
yeah.
Focus on one idea and have a someday shelf. Every idea that you get that doesn't fit into like the ones that you're working on, put that on a someday shelf and then revisit that later. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because it's so easy to be like, yeah, I want to work on this. But then your like focus
Yeah.
gets distributed on
It's
everything.
basically organization of
Of
your
your-
business
yeah.
ideas. Yeah. That's
But yeah.
actually a good one.
I
need to do
really
that.
I actually like his behind the scenes. more
I haven't
interesting.
seen that yet. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that yet. Yeah.
It's really cool. Like I like that more than some of his actual episodes.
Nice.
But yeah,
That's good.
check out.